Hear the evil black writing on the wall. Unleashed a million faces, and one by one they fall. Black-hearted evil, brave-hearted hero. I am all I am, all I am. I am. Here we go, buddy. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, buddy. Here we go. Go ahead and try to see through me. Do it if you dare. Dare. One step forward, two steps back. I'm here.
Back.
Do it. Do it. This is your fault. If I destroyed Eggman Windmill Village, none of this would be happening.
Some creep called Starlin made him evil again. Nobody could have seen that coming.
Excuses.
No, I'm dealing with it too. I'm infected, see? Oh my god.
I'm not gonna lie, that fucking line fucking pisses me off. It's what you deserve. Fuck you!
I heard you fucking slam something.
That was my water bottle. I fucking chucked it across my room. Oh, they're biting. Okay. They're into that stuff.
Biting? I could taste the day. Save the night, save the night.
I'll be the one to care for
as I watch. Do you dare to fight? Evil's mine, evil's mine.
I'll be the last one standing in the My eyes are filled with curiosity.
You think
that you have power over me. In this life, there's no room for you and me. So turn away, or face this day with me. With me, face the day with me. Oh, there we go. Oh shit, we brought up Mike Tyson! We brought up Mike Tyson, she bit his ear off! I put I put the ear! Did you see his body fucking fly? Just, Oh, hello. That's a big-ass rat. Holy shit. Did you see how big that rat was? Oh my goodness. Got a splinter from the Ninja Turtles going on here.
So it's Best Actor.
Best Actor? Okay. Who are our nominees?
Okay, Best Actor. We got, Brendan Fraser.
Come on!
Bill Nye, Colin Farrell, and Paul Mescal. One guy. Come on, Brendan.
Come on!
And Austin Butler.
Oh,
Yeah,
Austin Butler
yeah.
too. They're all pretty good choices. What route are we doing? We pretty much did all the main routes. So right now we're just trying to fill up all the squares, and then we're gonna fill up all those circles. So right now we're doing 2 neutral missions, and then the third mission we're gonna do evil to get that last square. Brendan Fraser won, Chelsea.
Wow.
No.
Wait.
Wait.
Let me
Confirm.
Because I think I'm a bit like
Behind
from Chelsea.
Okay.
But wait, let me just make sure.
Hi. Oh my gosh. Not yet. Damn it, Chelsea! Don't get my hopes up like that. Chelsea, I was so excited. I was like, oh my gosh. Chelsea, please don't get my hopes up like that. I was like, I was so, oh my gosh, I was ready to like jump out of my seat. I was like, oh.
And the Oscar goes to
Come on. Come on.
Brendan Fraser.
Yes!
Yes. Yes.
Oh, I'm so happy for my man. I'm so happy for him. I'm so happy for him. Fucking W, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. He needs that W. Oh, yes. Oh. Oh my gosh, we gotta shoot down the helicopter now? Are you shitting me? Oh my god! This is... Holy shit!
This is insane.
What the hell? Hold on. Should I push her? Or should I pull her back? Push her?
Yeah, you should push her. I mean, that kills her, but yeah.
What? 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 No!
But it's okay for him to just break my stuff.
Of course not.
Wow, Meredith,
He's
you're
learned his
looking
lesson now.
actually okay. You don't have brain cancer.
You gave me this for my birthday. I mean, you should be pissed off too.
Oh, never mind.
What's wrong, but you don't just go punching every person who makes you mad.
That's the best fucking timing.
Grades above you. I mean, that kid practically
Volker, make sure that your statements are not so embarrassingly carelessly worded next time. What? What? You are so disrespectful. Amazing. All delinquents types like this, even the way you dress so... Oh, flip-flop disregard for authority. Sweater fest, disgraceful... Delinquent? I'm on the student council! Motherfucker, I am on the student... Motherfucker, I'm on the student council! You think that fucking... You think... Oh, look, what about you, huh? We got a fucking Hawaiian shirt. Oh, look at me. I got a fucking Hawaiian shirt. How professional. I got a big fucking katana carrying around, swinging around. Hi-ya! Hi-ya! You call that professional, motherfucker? You call yourself a businessman? Look at you, fucking dressed up all casual like that bitch-ass motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here. Why don't you get a fucking haircut? Shave that fucking beard of yours, you bitch-ass. Get some glasses for crying out loud. Oh, look at me. I'm Jagoro. I'm like a JoJo character. Hi-ya! Hi-ya! Yeah! A hand pounds on my back a hard couple times, severely winding me. I couldn't care less about the culprit as I focused my thoughts on my chest in near automatic reaction. My hand instinctively tightens on my breast, and I start going through the steps I rehearse in my mind every other day. Breathe. In and out. For a measure of relief, I could slowly feel my chest becoming less tense. By the time I look up, my face is covered in sweat from the experience. No! No! Not only did he cause a heart attack, but it's also... No! Well, you see,
Man, that impression of Shia LaBeouf in college is fantastic.
Oh god, you know what I gotta look up now real quick? His fucking freak out in Dark of the Moon. You know what I'm talking? You know when he's in the car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, that guy's just. Look at this guy. He's just. he's just hanging there. Look at this. This guy's just hanging here.
It can allow them to stay on the map, but these are dumb as shit, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, that guy was just fucking hanging there. Come on.
As every he punches in the boss's head. Family.
That's right. Yeah, just come on, bitch. The power of family. Yes. Come on, power of family. Okay, there we go. Come on. That's it. Power of family, baby. Okay, how do I do this? Hiya! Oh, her frontal lobe. Oh,
Oh wow, it's Grand Theft Auto 5 in here. Like
oh, eat it!
Is Spider-Man 2 gonna have free-form switching characters?
Yeah, there we go. We did it. We beat the game. Power of family. That's the power of family for you. Don't keep me in the dark this long, man.
Well, he's got. You gotta make sure you.
若い女性です。ただ、どうも目が不自由とのことで。
Oh, let's go! Let's go! I called it! Yeah! That's right! I fucking called it! Let's go! Makoto's the owner of the empty lot! Oh, that's... Yeah! Let's go! I called it! Oh, that feels good! That's vindication right there! Holy shit! Fucking called it! Let's go!
That long pause before he starts.
We have the means, the understanding, the technology to allow spiders to talk with cats!
Alright. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, where's the background music? Where's the royalty-free jazz? I need my royalty-free jazz. Where's my royalty-free jazz? Come here. Whammo. Royalty-free jazz. Yes.
Not Bionicle music?
I didn't have time to get Bionicle music. I mean, okay, fine. You know what? Actually, you know what? Here. We do this live! Yeah, look at that. You can see our slideshows already, but we're gonna be pretty much showing the slideshows already anyway, so give me 1 second. Let me pull up some Bionicle music on YouTube. Monog music. Fuck it. Monog music. That's Nico music. Monog. Okay. Matanui online game soundtrack. There we go. And hiya. I'm gonna turn this down a bit. I'm gonna put this on loop in the background. Okay, there we go. And there we go. See, we're professionals here. We do things live. We do things live. That's you know, we're professionals. All right. It's Bionicle 101. Would you look at that? It's Bionicle 101. It's a new year, which means it's another Bionicle day. It is August 10th, 2023. It is, what is it? This is the 5th Bionicle day that's happened so far. So,
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Bionicle Day. Woo! And so, in honor of Bionicle Day, we will be presenting to you live Bionicle 101. So, just real quick to give you context. So, Bionicle 101 was a series of videos, but then we started doing streaming just to make things a little bit easier for me, and also, you know, I guess I can Emily make more content on Twitch and stuff. So there we go. Then it's just basically us recapping the entire series of Bionicle ear by ear. Audio's good, Chelsea. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Well, I try to make as much jokes as possible of like pointing out being a student.
Well, there is that. Now I will say though, real quick.
Good Duncan says play the choral band.
Play the choral band. All right, fuck it, come here.
Leo just has the fucking like theater mask. Play the choral band.
The choral band. Here we go. The choral band.
The quality remake, yeah.
All right, here we go. Good Duncan. We got the band going. Voltron robot. That is Deimos, Chelsea, because we have a guest star tonight on the show. It's Deimos.
Yes.
I don't have a reactive PNG set up for him, so I just took literally a JPEG of Deimos, slapped it on, and then called it a day. Admittedly, this is the last thing. But oh well.
Works.
Alright. But anyways, as I was saying though, Bionicle 101 was a series of videos, but then turned into streams. That is just basically us recapping every year of the Bionicle. And the plan hopefully still is to go to like G2 and stuff. However, though, Bionicle 101 might take a break after this, mostly because, long story.
This was painful to get through.
It's
Wait,
look,
okay, hold on, professors.
what's going on?
We took a long break, so you want a longer one?
Yes.
You guys are the worst professors ever! I want my money back!
Considering how complicated the lore gets after 2005, consider yourself lucky.
So
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
once you get past it, it's like impossible to understand.
So, next year, most likely, like maybe even the year after that, too. The plan hopefully is to take the streams we've done of Bionicle 101, edit those into proper videos, and then post it on YouTube for you guys to enjoy. And then and that'll be it. And then also I think going forward, Bionicle 101 will also just become videos again. So that is, I think, the plan going forward with Bionicle 101. So streams for Bionicle 101 might take a hiatus, but then videos might come back, which should hopefully give us more time to to prepare stuff and make up, and plus, I get to edit in like funny stuff like, ooh, test on my editing skills, ooh, yay. So there is that. No, long story short though, we are gonna take kind of a break from any new Bionicle 101s for a bit because, well, okay, it was painful for Nick, not so much for me. But it's weird though, because you like Bionicle, Nick.
Yes, but I don't like the. Yes, but like having to put like all of everything that happens into one.
Well, no one told you to put in everything. I even told you, look, we could just like shortly like sum it up, and you're like.
I want shortly take.
Well, for some we got to the point where there's some other scenarios that happen. I was like, we could just say, like for example, this happened and etc.
This isn't like
when you're
year
getting in
one.
like 2007 when like the story serial starts, you're gonna have to start like
Yeah, it's gonna get.
stuff because it's
Yeah,
like
it's gonna get.
so much useless stuff happens in those serials. Like you wouldn't miss anything by not learning some of them. Or just getting like flip notes.
I think
like the time Takanuva was talking to a giant Kanohi How to help save the Rocky city builders. That's an actual thing, by the way.
Well,
Long story. We'll get to that.
We'll get to that eventually. Alright, but anyways, though. But today we're gonna be covering the year of 2005, the year of the Visorak. Which, in other words, it's all about the spiders.
Spiders! A giant legion of spiders! Oh, my dream is finally realized.
Hold on, real quick.
Are you really? Did you really do the Gary Oldman bit?
I had to.
Hold on, real quick. I have a perfect a little button for this for what we're talking about today. We're talking about
Spiders!
There we go. Spiders! So yeah, it's the year of the spiders. So, give me one more second. Un momento. Just doing last minute changes, because of course, that's how we do it. We do things live. We are professionals.
Spiders, Earth's cutest animals.
No, they are monsters and they deserve to die.
They serve a use in the ecosystem. I can't say the same for Visorak, though.
I don't
As
know.
we'll find out.
At least they're better than mosquitoes. Mosquitoes literally have no right being in America. They are an invasive species.
Rat face of species.
Oh, and wasps too. Wasps serve absolutely no fucking purpose in life. They're just there to make people miserable. But yeah, we're talking about spiders! So it is the year 2005. So welcome to Bionicle 101. Metro Nui. Alright. So, actually, hold on. I should probably be also sharing for Nick as well. What's going on here? Hiya. Oh wait. Oh, I gotta change the stream quality so that way nothing crashes on Discord. Here we go. Alright, so Nick. Here we go. I got the thing set up for you to know what I'm showing.
Yeah, so year 2005. This is gonna be this is the final time I could say this, but the movie was gonna cover 1/4 of this year.
Woo! Aren't you happy?
Fourth.
And then
Yay.
2009 is gonna happen, but we got like 4 years before that.
Yeah. All right. So let's do some recap real quick. So just to recap some of the stuff. So we're gonna.
Last time on Bioball Z, it was called the Toamata arrived to save the Matoran of the island of Maanui.
You too.
They only barely managed to succeed because let's be honest, they're not the great. They're not the greatest heroes, but they're the ones they've got. Year 2.
Balls.
Giant kickballs decided to destroy the island. Toamata defeat them and then become the Toa Nuva.
In year 3, there's now a seventh Toa.
There was more kickballs.
Okay,
but now there's the 7th Toa. Oh, what? Okay, but now there was a 7th Toa.
Huzzah!
Turns out also, it turns out, the Turaga were a bunch of liars. Because it turns out they were Toa.
And they have a lot to explain.
Yeah, so last year was all about the time as the Toa.
The Toa Metru.
And their job was to save everyone from the apocalypse. They couldn't save everyone from the apocalypse, though, but they managed to get everyone out.
They managed to save everyone. They didn't really cancel the apocalypse, though. It still happened, so Idris Elba is still kind of
They
disappointed.
just managed to save all the important people.
Yeah. But still, Idris Elba would be disappointed they didn't cancel the apocalypse. We are canceling the apocalypse!
Didn't year 4
Toa just explain shit properly, the apocalypse wouldn't have happened. Oh well. Win some, you lose some. He only had so much time.
Didn't year 4 end as part of the cliffhanger with Taraka Vakama taking Toa Tahu aside and saying, okay, we didn't tell the whole story. There's still this one thing that we had to do.
Yes,
and
this is that story.
So we're now in the present. So yeah, we're right here. So this is where we are. Tarak Vakama told everyone, and now it's like, okay, Tahu, come over here to the side.
Yeah, everyone was really too happy about being gaslit their whole lives.
Yeah, but
there's again for more gaslighting.
What's the point of me being a professor if everyone's talking over me?
All right. Let's keep going.
Vakama decides to tell Tahu a secret. Tahu, there was one other story we forgot to mention, and it's about the time we fucked up bad. Tahu, however, tells everyone to come and listen anyways.
So Takua could keep a secret.
Yeah, wait till next year. And from here begins Vakama's story of the Toa Metru's greatest failure, the Great Rescue.
You can't believe Vakama lied.
How does that sound? How does that sound like a failure? Well, we'll get to it.
We'll get to it. Gudunka says, I can't believe Vakama lied. I know, man. That asshole. So, we're going back to the past, like Samurai Jack.
We're going back to the past to right when the Toa defeated Makua, but just before the last 2 minutes of Legends of Metro Nui, where they go onto the beach.
Yeah.
It turns out it wasn't as easy to get the Matoran as the Turaga said it was. So after being Makuta and dealing with more monster plants and energized Prodermis on Maanui, they decided to gather parts to build a vehicle to go back to Metro Nui. Also, Vakama beat up a fire entity at one point. And the ship they made just random Vaki transport parts and what was left of the Karzani plant. Also, apparently a shoot was growing out of one of those logs, apparently. We'll get to that. After going through the Great Barrier again, and they crashed their ship in the Metanoid, and they find that somehow in the 2 hours that they left, it went even more to shit.
Okay, that's awfully quick.
Yes, stuff happens really quickly in the world of Bionicle.
It's almost like a filler for a much longer arc to come out the next couple years.
All right. Let's keep going.
City was not just destroyed because of a damn apocalypse, so it was also covered in spider webs. Nuju fights Nokama to prepare her for whatever they have to face out of the blue. Ass. And to be fair, it was consensual. So this was a consensual violence against women.
Yes, consensual.
Oh my goodness.
God.
It's only consensual if it ended. Sorry.
Besides that, Vakama lays out a couple ground rules to the Toa, and after that continues to search for Matori. And Nakama thinks that Vakama's starting to get a little reckless. I mean, he nearly single-handedly defeated Makuta on his own. So like, I don't. You kind of understand why he would get the ego.
But still, though, he's gonna get a little too cocky there. So there's that.
Like, wasn't last year everyone treated him like crap?
Yes.
Well, in the movies, anyways.
Yeah, but now, he's like, hey, I proved you guys wrong. Ha.
Oh man, he's gonna get humbled, isn't he?
In the worst way possible.
We'll get to that.
So, Matao and Wanua scout ahead, and they come across supercharged Vaki. So it's police brutality time, and because it turns out the Vaki were somewhat damaged after the Great Cataclysm, and now everyone can actually understand what they say. And but their tools are also supercharged, so now they can inflict physical damage. And also, they believe that to bring order to Metanoid, they have to kill every living being. And they can self-repair now.
Yay.
The Vaki are why did Taragatuma think the Vaki were a good idea?
I don't know. Votes.
Because the Danish company thought.
I wonder how Nupar is going to feel about knowing that he made those.
I mean, to be fair, though, I mean, we only saw the Vaki from the perspective of the Toa. We never really got to see them do regular police work that wasn't like what those weird, like, creepy, like, animated serials were on the website. For all we know, they could have just been normal.
Well, they were kind of normal. It wasn't really until, the whole, it's me, Makuta, surprise thing kind of happened. That's when they go, oh man, I think these Vaki are kind of not that great.
Yeah.
Well, anyways.
Matao and Wanua give the police a taste of their own brutality. And they reunite with the Artos, and they find an open cocoon of webs with barbs lined with poison inside it. Oh, the Toa beat a Sonic entity. That happened. And Wanua believes that the webs were created by Vizorak. And Vakama gets mad at Wanua for not telling the Toa earlier.
Though to be fair, before that, Anua had like a mental breakdown earlier in the story where he was talking about the Vizorak are going to kill them all, and no one really knew what he meant except with Nua, but he didn't speak up. So there's a reason why the Kama was mad, to be fair.
Anyway, a low-rack attack happened.
Woo! Well, a mutant one. This is what they're supposed to look like, at least. But then a mutated version got to start attacking them. So that's fun.
So it probably had legs and arms.
Who knows?
And then more Vaki come in. So it's then Toa, Rahi, and Baki. And then the Vizirek attack.
Woo!
Spiders!
So the Toa are saved by a mysterious stranger who they don't even see, and they head straight for the archives for shelter. And in the archives, I realize every Rahi specimen has been released and not running out in the wild.
Woo!
Someone busts open the zoo museum library, and all the dangerous animals are free, so much so that the Toa come across an injured ash bear and heal it. Oh, and this ash bear is Brawlok, and she would later live on 1,000 years later to scare Jala and Taku on their search for the seventh Toa.
Jala's straight up gonna kill her.
Thank goodness Lewa stopped her. Him.
So yeah.
And so when the Toa leave the archives, they finally reach their destination at the Coliseum. All right, let's get. All right, successful mission. Grab the Toa, 20 minutes in and out, 20 minutes.
You think it would be that simple, right?
I'm
Here's a trap.
assuming they are. Oh.
This is
Okay.
this is part of the third movie where the Vizirek jump scare them like Freddy Fazbear and capture the Toa. And the bunch of Vizirek use their paralyzing Ratuka spears on the Toa and drag them away. The Toa then wake up and find themselves in Vizirek cocoons.
Spiders!
So yay, spiders.
Yeah, Vizirek. They're a spider like Rahi that are very dangerous considering all the different abilities. Now they each have different six. There's seven
breeds.
Six.
Well, we'll get
Yeah.
to the seventh one.
We'll get it. There's six major ones, and they each have their own behavior. But this thing is already too long, so I'll just go with Bagarak, Keelarak, Unorak, Roparak, Sukarak, and Votarak. And each Ratuka has the ability to paralyze, but they can also have another ability. Like Bagarak can cause
Hold on.
actual inflation in the water.
Inflation.
Inflation
This
in
is
the
not
water.
the only fetish in this year. Just
So
forewarn you.
So it makes bubbles.
Yes, it causes their target to swell up and float to the surface. But on dry land, that causes them to dehydrate and disintegrate.
Jesus.
Woo!
Sorry.
Keelarak just has acid Ratuka.
Okay.
Roparak, that's the
The brown one.
no, that's Votarak.
Oh.
Votarak is the
Red.
yeah, and they're Ratuka when essentially causes a bunch of horrific pain.
Woo!
Like very horrific pain. Like you feel like your whole body is burning.
Nice.
It's the ghost chili pepper Otuka.
Yep. Unorak can cause someone to go numb. That's what their Ratuka can also do.
Mm-hmm.
Roparak causes that could. Sorry.
It's alright.
The Rutuka has a disruptor power that drains energy from a target.
Woo! And finally, we got the white one.
And it causes the Rutuka causes an electrical field.
Nice.
Sukarak also has the ability to slow their life process,
Huh.
making them appear dead and extremely difficult for others to detect their presence.
Oh. That's not fun.
Yeah, Votarak can just berserker charge.
Uh-huh.
Oh boy.
Bagarak has a sonic hum.
Jeez.
Unarak can mimic voices that the target is aware of.
Yeah, and
Holy shit.
yeah, and minor telepathy.
What the fuck?
That seems like they wanted to make one OG OP.
Why did this,
Once you learn who made the
Minion.
Unarak, it makes a whole lot of sense once you know who made them.
Why does the spider have telepathy?
To make it worse, James. To
Yeah.
make it worse.
Yeah. Anyway.
That's why it has the.
Oh my
To make it
gosh.
worse.
Oh my gosh. Jeez. That's terrifying. I don't like spiders.
And then the black one can just sound like me behind a corner.
Wonderful.
Hey, James, come over here. I got something to show you.
Oh gosh.
And then you come over. It turns out to be the spider.
Oh. Oh. I don't like these things.
And then you're now in a cocoon.
So why are they here? Because even when Makuta was in prison, he still managed to screw everyone over. When Makuta was sealed by the Toa, he summoned the Visrak Corps to his aid. Because of course he did. That's how many Visrak there are.
You see all those dots?
Okay.
You see all the color dots? Ugh. Ugh.
Spiders!
Hey.
But the Visrak are led by a king known as Sidorak and his viceroy Rudaka.
Mr.
yes,
MVP Simp of Bionicle.
Yeah.
Also, Rudaka.
Wait, Viceroy? Why not Queen?
Not
It
officially
only implies
they're not
marriage.
Hold
and
on,
Bionicles can't-
hold on.
So-
Let Nick talk.
They're not married, and Sidorak is the one that's officially in charge. But Sidorak is very prideful and not really not the most, not the greatest of kings, and it's really Rudaka who's actually in charge.
Yeah. Ah! Like a boob jump scare. Her official set has tits. I wonder if that TikTok video is still up there, where it's like it's the guy who's applying he made pieces using the Toa Nuva shoulder pieces to put at cheeks to Radaka. It's like this the sandals.
I swear, like, what have you done? Like, you've got people horny for plastic bricks.
It's like it was a TikTok and like and like it had like the sounds more like what I'm about to do. I'm going to enjoy it very, very much. As he puts
You
on-
people are weird. That does not look corny.
But does she put Fortis in the Makuta seal?
well, we'll get to that. Alright, but anyways. So yeah. Boobs! Ooh!
And so the Toa are captured by the giant spires under the command, and a psycho bitch, a manipulative psycho bitch.
Yeah.
And Rudaki even asks Sidorak to have the Toa's bodies when they fall. And yeah, the cocoons are suspending in the air. Can things get worse? Yes, they can.
Yes,
Well,
it
yeah,
can.
of course.
Oh god, what's happening now?
So the barbs in those cocoons the poison is actually called Hordeca venom. It's something that the Vizirek can produce, and just say it does things.
Well, there's two things the Vizirac. Can I say this one? Because there's a little known Vizirac venom factoid that is kind of relevant to some of the stories in 2005. So one of the effects of the venom, it's random for each target. Most of the time, it puts them in an eternal sleep.
Oh,
so they're
jeez.
basically stuck in. They put them in sleeping bags forever and dot them across the land.
Wait, so Toa could have just been fucking paralyzed into a coma?
Yeah.
Well, it gets worse because sometimes the venom turns you into animal people. And the Toa, well, they were fortunate enough not to fall into an eternal sleep, but I'll let Xena Nick get back to that one.
Yeah, let's just say they get this latter option.
Oh no! No! Not furries!
Told you this was a fetish year.
They're becoming bigger, becoming stronger, faster, but oh no, they're just becoming monsters. Yay.
I need to also address the movie version of that scene. I love how it you couldn't write better poetry. So Vakama, before that, is going on this tirade, this woe is me tirade because he got his team pretty much screwed 6 ways from Sunday. So he goes on how, oh, no matter how much I might want to, I can't just change. Literally, right after he says that, he begins to mutate. Literally, only in Bionicle can you get writing like that, and it feels like a natural follow-up.
I do like though how Nick knows this, one of my favorite moments from the movie is when Vakama's arm fucking just pierces the cocoon and it burns Ottawa.
Here, let me give you a hand.
Ottawa's freaking out, and then he's trying.
Yeah, everyone's freaking out because what the hell is happening to his arm? It's like the Bionicle equivalent of like the first Alien movie where the alien bursts out of John Hurt's chest. That's that, but with an arm.
Alright, but I was just saying though, like the icing on the cake, the part that gets me though is when Onuma gets like cocoon gets set on fire. He tries to blow it out like a candle with like.
It's like well, it could have also been that he hurt his fucking mouth. I mean,
nah,
it's
very clear. He was trying to like blow out the fire. Just. John Hurt? What? What are you saying, Chelsea? What is John Hurt?
It was because I was saying that when Vakama's arm burst out of the cocoon, I made the comment that it was like it's sort of like an Alien, the first Alien movie where John Hurt gets the face hugger, and then while they're at dinner, Xenomorph bursts out of his chest. It's that, but with an arm and a cocoon. Basically.
It's not John Hurt, Chelsea. That's not who the guy is.
It's just his name. That's his name. Or it was his name. He's not around anymore, but that was his name.
Alright. Anyways, though, back to the thing though. Bionicle 101, Nick.
So yeah, they start changing.
Woo!
Also,
the changing of the bodies causes the cocoons to break.
I have to say, in the movie, the fact they add crunching sounds to their mutation, it's like that you don't even see what's going on inside them. It's just you just know from the body horror noises everything you need to know.
Right.
This is like a fucking horror movie for kids when you think about it.
Yeah, but we're getting to that. So yeah, they start mutating.
And they begin falling to their deaths.
Or do they?
Thankfully, they're saved by a bunch of hunchback mutants swinging on vines.
Or if you
We'll get
believe
to-
the movie,
give us a second. Give us a second.
Hold on, Davis. Let's talk.
Well, give us a second, and we'll get to that. And Rebecca is not happy.
All right. So, all right, here. I should probably just mention this. Let's let Nick talk, finish what he's saying, and then we can like comment.
Alright, I'm just very passionate about.
There's
this
so
here.
much about.
This gives
There's
me
so much
pleasure.
we have to get through.
Yeah, I know you're passionate.
No,
Davis, but
look who's late for the lesson.
oh hey, Matchstick.
For shame. You have
That's-
a permission slip to the
That's
lesson.
5 points off your
leave?
grade, mister.
How are you, Matchstick?
That's probably 5 points off of all of you for not telling me this was a group session.
All right.
We were literally saying we had like we had the advertisements all day across Jenkins' social media. Like, how did you not see that all day?
Do you know what
social media.
means?
Yeah, Matchstick doesn't have Twitter.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. That well, even in the server, you have like the notifications on that.
I never pay attention to that.
All right, that's cool, Matchstick. I love you too. All right. So, anyways, Toho Rodriguez, they're falling to their deaths. All right. Like I said, though, going forward, I cannot talk. Let's let Nick finish what he's saying, like what he's reading, and then we can commentate.
Because we have a lot to go through. So these hunchback mutants are known as the Rahaga. There are 6 of them. You should probably guess that. If there's something, there's probably 6 of it. Norik is Norik red, Umaga black, Gaki blue, Iruni green, Pooks brown, and Koalas white. And they came, and they all came from an island and came here to Metro Nui. We'll get to why they're here in a moment. Something you gotta know is they're gonna be the Toa's main allies at the moment, especially Norik.
Koalas can't koala.
Well, he's not a koala.
There's no such thing as koalas.
Koalas don't.
Actually, his name is Coolus, like in the movie, because they pronounced his name wrong.
I don't know. Yeah, but whatever you want to go by. You want to call him Coolus or Koalas, it's up to you.
I even though it's not the canon pronunciation, I just call him Coolus because calling him Koala is just, it's weird.
Pooks Brown Gudunka. That's right. They knew what they were doing with a guy named Pooks.
Yeah, he has
that's
a
right,
he has a urinary problem. Anyway.
Same with
By the way, I should probably mention, what the main gimmick is, the whole thing is Ratuka. What is Ratuka? They are wheels of energy with various powers. And every being in the Matorian universe has the ability to produce Ratuka, but not everyone has the means to launch them. So, like the Rahaga, the Vizrak, and the Toa, as new buys, have Ratuka spinners like integrated into their bodies and usually on their backs that can launch it. However, there are other ways to launch Ratuka, and other species have Ratuka spinners than the ones listed above.
Use the Ratuka. Use the Ratuka, Nuju.
And what's weirder is that some Ratuka can also be created artificially.
Yeah.
So that means you either, to put it in a human perspective, imagine, you have a gun, right? Imagine you have the ability to grow a gun out of your back and have a giant cannon, like the gun cannon from Gundam.
That sounds awesome.
That's what the Ratuka spinner more or less is. It's either artificial or it's natural, and only in Bionicle. I'll just say that.
Woo! Also, the Ratuka spinners you see in the movie, that's not what it's supposed to look like. So, there we go.
There's a lot of things in the movie this time around that don't have good canonical representations of what they're supposed to look like, but we'll get to that.
Well, it's adaptations. Anyways,
True.
the set though, what you see on the set, that's actually what it's supposed to be. But the ripcords aren't canon. That's just a toy thing. So, yeah.
The marketing said the Rotuga could launch up to 50 feet, and this is half true. The marketing you see in the commercial shows it going straight. That is impossible, because I had Toa Horjica Ano. I don't know if I have it still, but like...
I have Horjica Vakama.
Yeah, the cord works, and it does go really far. Good luck finding it after, because it goes everywhere. It spins around everywhere. It doesn't go straight. The commercial lied. It works, but like it's not gonna like. There's a good chance you're gonna lose it because it literally goes far. Like they're not exaggerating when they say it can go up to 50 feet. The exaggeration comes from where it's going to land.
We have a lot to go through.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
All right. Anyways, so.
All right, and when Mattel wakes up in the morning, he sees his reflection and he flips out. And he gets mad for Vakama for essentially for costing his modeling career.
Sucks to be him.
Norik walks in and tells everyone to sit. All right, everyone sit the fuck down, and I'll explain everything. And he tells them that the Toa Metro are now Toa Horjica, and the only way to fix them is to find a legendary Rahi located in Metro Nui known as Kitangu. And Norik explains that he and the Rahaga were also Toa themselves and got mutated, and they're also looking for Kitangu to cure them as well. This Toa Horjica decide that their first priority is figure out how to save Matoran, and then they can find Kitangu. Understand, Mattel?
I'm assuming he's not gonna listen to that part.
Yeah, he listens, but he's not happy about it.
It's to use a family good joke. It's sorry, and Mattel's like, he only cares about it's like we're gonna find him a toys. No, I don't wanna. Hey, no, Mattel, no, stop. Okay, all right. It's one of my favorite Family Guy jokes. All right.
So the Horjica realize, we kind of left Taraga Duma behind. We should probably go save him. And when they find his pod, it's empty. And Duma's on the loose somewhere.
No one can contain the Duma. Remember to vote this November. Real quick, I just gotta say, one of my favorite things the Bionicle community's ever done is agree that Taraka Duma's just Donald Trump. That fucking bitch no comma, I swear!
And Norik tells Vakama that they brought something to them Metro Nui. The Kanohi Evoki. That's right, the same master Kua found in Ma Nui to become Takanuba. Turns out the Rahaga were the Toa Haga, and they were the bodyguards for the Makuta, but they learned that he was a dick, so they dumped his ass and raided his base. They took the Evoki from the base, long story before I was there, along with the Makoki stones. Rooney left for a while, but then learned that 4 of the other Tohaga were captured and went to Norik to go rescue the others. Tohaga were captured by the Bizarak and mutated by Rudaka, and Rooney and Norik saved them, but got mutated themselves. They learned that Kitangu was on Metro Nui and brought the mask and stones with them to the island. They hid the Evoki in the archives. It can only be accessed with the Makoki stones, but the stones themselves were hidden in each metro.
So yay! So that's why they're here. They're here to look for Kitangu because Rudaka turned him into whatever the hell these things are.
They're also there, conversely, to try to protect the surviving Rahi that fled the archives because, well, Vizarak love to catch things and mutate them. And they have a giant season range.
Damos, I'm going to be explaining all of this.
I'm sorry, I get really excited.
I know.
Sorry, I'll be quiet.
Will be explained. Don't worry. All right. So now that we know what to hear. Also, if you haven't noticed already, just one last thing. If you haven't noticed already, if you look at their names and you look at how the sets, you notice, they kind of look like Rakshi. And they kind of look a bit like Taragas. Oh, what a clever use of the name. So there we go. That's why they're called Rahagas. Because they look like Taraga Rakshi. Rakshis are weird. So,
anyway, so they gotta find the Mask of Light. So the Toradiga go to the respective metro to find the respective Makoki stone, and once they retrieve the stones, they enter the archives in the area where the Evoki is kept. Before they retrieve the mask, they're attacked by Vizorak. And to protect the mask, Anawa shot a Ratuka at the mask, and that causes it to get encased in stone. So they successfully retrieve the mask, revealing that the Shraga knew about the mask this entire time and gaslit everyone during the events of Mask of Light.
Nokama was the original gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss of the Matoran universe.
It's like poetry, it rhymes.
A Wuziatan.
Yeah, so real quick, so you know how in Mask of Light when Nokama was like, like translating what was on the mask, like, this is the great Mask of Light. It is destined to be the seventh Toa. Yeah, she was just making that shit up on the spot.
They were all discussing. It's like, oh no, they found the mask. What should we do? Oh, don't worry, we can just send him on a wild goose chase across the island. Nothing bad can happen.
I just want to say,
yes.
Death to the false Toa.
To the false Toa.
Yeah.
Boy boss, Gutanka. It's a boy boss.
We haven't even gotten to the false Toa bit yet.
Alright.
I didn't even know
Wait,
it was
there was a false
We'll get to that.
Okay. Alright.
We'll get to that.
Alright. So,
they come up with the plan to get on how to get the Matoran out of here, and they decide to use the airships.
Those are what an airship looks like.
Also, another another tardy.
Oh.
I really hope you got your slip from the doctors telling you you'd be late.
Not. How was that reckoning?
It was good.
Nice. Alright. So we got the airships. Alright. So now we gotta go all over Toa Metro again.
Alright, so... so...
You go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. I'll let you say something.
I just want to say, now in retrospect, now I'm looking at reading all this stuff. It really feels like this is just a bunch of side quests.
It's Bionicle Gaiden.
It's just a bunch of side quests going on, constantly going around Metro Nui to do one thing, and then they finally go, okay, now we can go cure ourselves and get the hell out of here.
Like I said, this year is Bionicle Gaiden.
In touring Metro Nui, they go around Metro Nui and scrounging at parts to construct an airships to get the Matoran to safety. Also, it turns out Kraka is in the Great Temple. The shapeshifter Rahi is still there, and when Nokama and Gaki get to the temple, it takes a bit for Nokama to get in there because it proves difficult now that she's half beast. When they do manage to get in, they have to deal with Kraka and her illusions, but they manage to run her out. When Vakama went to his old mask-making forge for parts, he stumbled upon a Kanoka disc that resembled his Toa disc, but said Nuri. Yeah, Nuri, the problem child who helped Vakama find the great Kanoka disc last year.
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
Oh, hold on real quick. This is now an opportunity. I told you we'd be editing this live, but this is perfect for this. God bless you, Kutanka. You are a blessing, and I love you.
Nuju and Kulas go to Ko-Metro looking for parts, only to be attacked by Vizorak. Kulas starts making clicking noises, causing ice bats to help defend them from the spiders. When Nuju asks what the what Kulis just did. He reveals that flying Rahi have their own language, and he just spoke to them. And thus Nuju got a bright idea.
It's like poetry. It rhymes.
Kulis, what the heck was that? Oh, flying Rahi have their own language. And I just merely spoke to them. Huh. Their own language.
I don't have to talk to people anymore.
Briar Koalas, I speak for the birds.
So yeah, that's why how when Matoro has to translate for Nuju and all that, thanks to koalas. So you can blame koalas for all this. Good job.
Wallace did nothing wrong.
You did nothing wrong.
You just made Generation 1 a lot more interesting.
So Matau and Aruni go to an airship hangar in Limetru, but guess what? War Vizarek attack. And then they have to force to barricade themselves in. Wanua and Bumunga save a small Rahi from Vizarek, only to be caught between two Kagaraks. Another breed of Vizarek, but this time they're fucking enormous.
Stop being a koala, apologize.
Moreover, the Kagarak are unique because despite being
we're getting to that, Demos. We're getting to that.
It was a minor thing.
We're getting
they
to
have
that.
different appearances.
They can look either blue and white or blue and gold.
But we're getting to that, Demos. We're getting to it.
And boy, the Kagarak are fucking enormous and disgusting.
I hate them.
Spiders!
And their Ratuka ability is we'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
Pooks is helping Onwa learn to control his Rahi side. And on their journey, they stumble upon Makuta's lair in Metru Nui and discover his version of the Toa Metru's origins. And in the lair, Pooks inspects a suspicious stone snake.
Woo! Oh, hey, me guy. We're talking about the spider ear of Bionicle. Spiders!
Oh man! Don't pull the layer blade.
Spiders!
God, I cannot stop playing that. It's always sunny clip of Charlie just saying. It's the way Charlie says spiders. Spiders! I have created a device that allows spiders to talk with cats! Alright, plot twist time!
Back with Akama, he decides to go into Likon's home and finds the late Toa Taraga's diary. Turns out the Toa Metru that we knew were never supposed to be the Toa Metru in the first place. The douchebag Matorans destined from last year would become the Toa this whole time.
That's right. So
Akmu is a horrifying concept.
It is. He becomes Taraga, but that's another story.
Actually, you know what? Toa Vizola is the most horrifying concept.
Oh, that's right. Ooh.
It could be worse.
Let me get this straight.
Mm-hmm.
The Matoran that caused so much trouble for our heroes were meant to be the actual Toa.
Yes.
Yeah.
Something doesn't seem quite right now, doesn't it?
It could be worse.
You were right to change your mind about who becomes Toa because all your other Toa friends.
However, though, this does tell. However, though, it doesn't matter if Likon made the right choice or not. The fact is, Vakama and his and the Toa Metru were mistakes. They were all fucking mistakes. They were never meant to be Toa.
It could be worse. Wait, it could be worse. It could be Sentinel. Could be like Sentinel Prime becoming Magus.
No, that's true.
Ooh, if season 4, if that would have happened.
I imagine because technically since Duma was a Toa, It's like being a Toa doesn't really mean like you're a hero. It just means that you're like.
I mean, Lee Khan's one of Lee Khan's teammates literally betrayed them and became a Dark Hunter, and another one became a serial killer. But we'll get to that.
We'll get to that. But anyways, real quick, I'm gonna go dark in the stream for a bit. I just gotta make a last minute adjustment here. So, wham. So let me do this last minute adjustments. Thank you, Kudanka, for the artwork again. You are doing the Lord's work for all this artwork, man. You know what, Kudanka, if you're listening right now, you're in the chat. Kudanka, if you got PayPal, man, next time I ask you to do like stuff for Bionicle 101, I'm just gonna fucking pay you. I'm just gonna fucking pay you like PayPal, man. You fucking deserve it, man. This is great. Alright. Art. I don't care if you think it's like shitpost quality. I don't care, man. This is great. Who am I?
It's amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it turns out Vakama and his team were a mistake. Yeah, that kind of explains a lot. And the revelation doesn't help Vakama's rapidly deteriorating psyche, and for some reason, we don't know why, Lee Khan changed his mind, chose Vakama and his team instead.
Probably because he looked at all of his friends who ended up either dead, turned evil in various ways, and he goes, you know what? Maybe they were not the best judge of who becomes Toa.
Well, we'll get to that. But for now, like, Vakama's just having an existential crisis. And by the way, Kudanka, for like shitpost quality, you got his fucking mask down like to the T, man. Like, that's dedication. Who am I? What? Oh gosh. Alright.
Okay, so back to Wenu and Bumanga. They get hit with the Kagarax Ratuka that sends them into a pocket dimension. That's nothing but complete darkness. Fortunately, one of the two Kagarax also got hit, so there's a chance they can get out back to the proper dimension. Back with Anawa and Fuchs, the stone snake turns out to be Kraka and knocks out Fuchs. Anawa somehow manages to make a truce with the Rahi and even befriends her. And now with a conscious Fuchs, the three summon a Tatarak to help them against the Visorak.
Oh,
and then they
probably showed what a Tatarak looks like. Give me a second. Let me look it up.
I mean, we showed it last year.
We did? I can look it up again, just real quick. Just real quick. The big dragon! Woo! Big dragon! Yeah! Alright. Alright. So yeah, so you summon a big dragon. So they
reunite with the other Turaga, minus Mata and Aruni, who are still barricaded in, but then they get flooded in with Visorak.
Yay.
But they get out okay.
Fun! Spiders!
Spiders!
Rodaka gets a report of what's happening and releases the Zyvon. The fucking disgusting mutant thing.
Scorpion.
I wouldn't even call it scorpion, just a monstrosity. Because that's what everyone believes that thing to be.
I mean, it's very clear it's supposed to resemble like a scorpion, like like the Visorak has here, like claws and all that.
It's if an AI prompt decided this is what an arachnid looks like, and it just mixes a spider and a scorpion together because they're both arachnids. So
it's like the Rock and the Scorpion King.
Oh my goodness.
Thankfully, Wenu and Bumanga escaped the Shadow Dimension because the Kagrak launched that Ratuka. Hordika encountered the Zyvon and fight it. The Kagrak shoots a Ratuka and sends the Tatak, Zyvon, and Kraka into the zone of shadows. And Anua was not happy about the latter being gone. In the aftermath In the aftermath, Toa and the Rahaga rest at the tower they were at, dumping at the Tower of Toa, and then Vakama lays it on his team that they were never meant to be Toa.
So yay. Good times for everyone.
Other events occur, such as Nokama almost drowning Gaki, Wanua and Nuju Kulas, Bumanga go into a tunnel and Wanua causes a cave-in, but Anawa and Vakama save them. Matao and Nokama go scouting. Wanua blames Vakama for letting Nokama and Matao get in trouble, and even though it was Anawa's idea, Vakama nearly chokes Wanua. Nokama and Matao are saved in the Toa setup camp. Now we can pick up back to the events of Web of Shadows.
Man, so we just went on a bunch of wild goose chases.
Yes.
We got the
Wait, Web of Shadows?
Not that one. Not that one.
Unfortunately, it's not that Web of Shadows.
Not that horrible game. Not that horrible Spider-Man game.
What's wrong with the game? Legitimate question, because I never played it. What's wrong with it? Like, just sum it up real quick. Like, what's wrong with it? Like, really quickly.
The best part of the game is the combat system, because the combat allows for ground and wall fighting.
Okay, that's cool.
Everything else sucks.
Even the story.
Especially the story.
Aww.
And it has the worst Spider-Man voice.
Okay.
It's Sam Riegel.
Sounds like this, MJ hell.
Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. But anyway, so now we can get after all this like wild goose chase stuff, this is all now going to lead up to the events of Bionicle 3 Web of Shadows. So basically,
I have one more joke.
Yes.
So after the Metrovania portion of the story,
pretty much. So pretty much what everything you just heard right there, that's just to explain a bunch of fucking shit that happened in the previous 4 years. Like, how did the Mask of Light end up on the island of Matanui? Now we know why. How did like the Matoran get out? Now we know why, and all that. All this stuff is just to explain why the events of like the first 3 years on Matanui were able to happen. But now we can get back to the movie events of Web of Shadows. So, yeah. Woo. Yeah.
Vakama throws a hissy fit after being blamed for the Toa's current situation and decides to wander off from the rest of the Toa. He gets into an encounter with Miche and Mawaka, but Norik stopped him from going all ham on it. And Vakama tries to save the Matoran alone, but the Vizarek jump him and is captured. And as Toa Herdiga, their bestial sides are becoming increasingly dominant, and they don't have much time to find Kitangu. Oh, and now they're on the journey to find Kitangu. Now they think, okay, we got the stuff we need to rescue the Matoran, and we got the mask. So let's find that cure.
No. Question, my professor.
Yes.
Why didn't they find the cure first, then do all that stuff?
Because as Toa, the Matoran are loose ends. Because as Toa, the Matoran are their top priority.
First the Matoran, then we do the stuff. So alright. So yeah, so now we get to now we get to move on. But so meanwhile, while all this is happening, ooh.
We forgot to mention at some point before the Metro arrived, Rudaka visit the side of the Toa's Makuta, who's still trapped in the Toa seal, and Rudaka manages to take a sliver of the seal and puts it in her chest. Spoiler alert, turns out Rudaka is working for Makuta.
Who would have known? Wow, what a spoiler alert. Fuck. Yes, Hunter, Vakama didn't throw a hissy fit.
So Vakama is brought before Rudaka and essentially she basically manipulates Vakama into tricking him to work with her and to command the Vizrak over Metro Nui. What about Sidorak? What about him?
Hold on, okay, I'm gonna get rid of my PNG real quick just so people can see this beautiful artwork. Thank you, Kutanka.
Why is Nick, with your removal of your PNG, Nick looks like he's sticking out of her leg? He's like that dog.
He's like a pimple. He's like a pimple. Ah.
I was thinking of the dog from like the robot from one of the Michael Bay Transformers films.
Which one?
The little robot that was humping one of the characters' legs.
Wheelie, the Tom Kenny one.
Wheelie? Okay. I don't see it, but all right.
I clearly don't have legs.
Yeah. All right, but anyways.
There was a Bionicle combiner model from 2003 with like the little Colimatorin that literally looks like Wheelie from Revenge of the Fallen before he was a thing.
Oh, that's amazing. But anyway, so Vakama's doing his simp part, but in all seriousness though.
Rudaka offers him the position of commander of the Vizrak and possibly king, and Vakama believes that this would give him the power to save the Torn.
This sounds like a very stupid idea.
Well, Najado, you have to remember, Vakama right now, he's not really thinking with his head. He's very much thinking emotionally. It's mostly because, again, the Rahi, the animalistic side of him, is becoming more and more dominant over, his like normal Toa self. So he's not really thinking straight. He's thinking very emotionally right now. So like, just to any like, oh, this means like in his mind, he's going, wait, king, power. That means power to save Matoran, right? I'll do it.
Changus.
What?
Vakama was this emotional last year when he was not, or Dika. That is not an excuse.
No, but
Vakama has always been emotionally an idiot most of the time.
No, whenever Vakama made decisions as a Toa Metro, he didn't think with emotions. He just sulked.
I don't mean to interrupt again, Changus, but look at the streaming backroom and tell me this wasn't like the precursor to Wheelie from Transformers Revenge of the Fallen.
Oh my god, it does look like Wheelie.
Anyways.
And plus that doesn't discount the fact that he's an idiot right now.
Yes.
Yes, but the point is though, Vakama is not thinking straight, okay? Like, oh no, the character is not thinking logically because he's very highly emotional at the moment. Oh gosh, the horror!
Also, Hordika venom is really running through his veins.
Like, there's a lot of stuff going on with Vakama right now that's not causing him to think straight. So it's like, oh, so it's not. I'm not saying that. Look, Ninja, we're not saying that what Vakama's doing is smart. We're just saying that's why he's acting the way he is. So, yeah. They underestimate his power, Kutaka. You underestimate my power. Yeah, but remember, Kutaka, Vakama didn't, and Vakama technically had a high ground later in the movie. We'll get to that though. All right. So.
And so the rest of the Hordika and the Rahaga arrive at the Great Temple to essentially find information on Kitangu. The Hordika think, considering with all the Rahi-ness and stuff like that, maybe they shouldn't even come in.
Even though Nakama already went in there once, but even
then, she really struggled to get in.
So, real quick, so like, is it like just like a mental thing they believe they can't get in, or is it like an actual like physical thing preventing them?
Something.
Something. Okay.
Plus, whereas it was extremely necessary to get pieces of the airship for the Matoran. They think so that's why she went in. At this point, she's thinking, okay, since we're not getting anything so we're not getting anything that's other than information, we should probably just not desecrate this place.
Alright.
And the Rahaga discover where Kitangu's location is, only to get jumped by Vakama. He leaves Nork behind as a warning. And the rest of the Rahaga are captured and brought before Sidorak and Mudaka. And Sidorak is impressed and even lets him become the general of the Vizrak, making him in charge of the entire horde.
Good job, Vakama.
Man,
You're moving up the ranks.
I wonder what was everyone's reaction when Vakama was recounting this part of the story to him. It's like, yeah, I betrayed everyone. It was all meant to help you guys.
Nork tells the Toa about what happened, and the Toa are obviously not happy. They weren't happy to begin with. And especially Mata, who feels guilty believing his beef for Vakama caused him to turn.
No, that's just more about the amount of abuse you had on Vakama ever since the beginning.
Well, I wouldn't say abuse, more like they were just kind of being dicks to Vakama, but then, especially after the Hordika stuff, then, to quote Team America, they were dicks to Vakama, but then they just start becoming assholes. And you don't want to be an asshole.
To be fair, though, that is sort of a minor inconsistency when you think about.
Okay, the Toa and Nork decide to carry on with their search for Kitangu and search for, Kitangu could help them, and they find him somewhere in Ko Metro. When they ask him if they can cure him, the Rahi says no.
No.
Believing that the Hordika are not worthy of his power. However, with the Hordika's desire to rescue the Matoran and Vakama, he felt their cause was worthy enough to join them and drive the Vizrak out of Metro Nui. And also, Kitangu cannot cure the Rahaga, so they're pretty much screwed, but they're okay with it.
Also, Kitangu can talk. So yeah, Arahi can talk. I don't know what's going on in the Bionicle world. I don't know how biology works.
And even Kraka was also, and Todorok even, are both Rahi that can talk.
That's
so.
True. Oh yeah, by the way, this is Kitangu. Look at my boy.
Wait, what? I thought I heard the words Davy Crockett.
Davy Crockett? No.
No, I said that Kraka and the Todorok are also Rahi that can speak Matoran.
But anyways, this is what Kitangu looks like. Look at this Chad. Look at him. One eye, Cyclops. It's great. I love Kitangu.
It reminds me, I remember someone showing like a comparison image of one of the 5-star story mecha, which is like a science fiction series from Japan.
We have a lot.
Like,
we got a lot.
Deadass looks like Kitangu.
Amos.
Alright. Listen, we can talk more about this after. Alright. David Crockett's your favorite Bionicle Dunka. Nice. Is that a Zaku 2 anime guide? No, this is Kitangu. Zaku's are not yellow. Most of the time. Alright, this is Kitangu.
So Hordika, Nork, and Kitangu raid the Coliseum where the Vizrak and Vakama are holed up. Kitangu agreed to help the Toa, but they have to fight as Hordika to prove themselves to the Rahi. A big CG fight time. Kitangu climbs the walls to go after Sidorak and Mudaka, while Matau goes after Vakama, and the Hordika are busy fending off all the Vizrak. And Matau and Vakama fight each other before trying to reasoning with the latter, reminding that Vakama has a duty as a Toa, and their leader will also apologize for acting like a dick towards the Toa of Fire. All this happening while Matau is hanging off a a ledge with Vakama trying to push him off and make him fall to his death.
Woo!
Matau then almost died after losing his grip on the ledge, but his words managed to get to Vakama and snap him out of his evil trance or whatever. And they make up and Vakama saves him. Kitangu is still climbing on the wall to get Rudaka and Sirak, but the bitch uses her weapon to make Rahi lose his grip and he falls. Sirak goes down to make sure that Rahi is dead. Surprised Kitangu is still alive. Sirak pleads for Rudaka's help, but she refuses, leaving Sirak to die at Kitangu's hands. Moral of the story, don't simp. At the same time...
Chainsaw Man to get that message.
At the same time, Nork manages to free the rest of the Rahaga, and they join the Tora Hidika in battle.
But I can't handle him on my own. Aww.
I can't beat him by myself.
Aww.
I know.
All right, time to play kickback.
All right. So now we're at the climax of Web of Shadows.
Rudaka faces off against all the Toa, and they seem no match for her. Then, comes Vakama, now good to save the day. Vakama reveals his good and shoots a Ratuka right at Rudaka's chest. Turns out it was a good idea. When the Toa Hordika's Ratuka when the Toa became the Toa Hordika, they lost all their mask powers and became they lost their mass powers and all their elemental powers were completely forced to only be used by the Ratuka. So when they launched the Ratuka at Rudaka, they just blasted her with all their elemental energy. The sliver that she kept, of Kuda's Toa seal was kept in her chest. With all that elemental energy going back.
Which means...
It turns out, it means the seal is broken and Makuta is free.
Woo!
The bitch is not dead.
The bitch is not dead.
Yeah, she's not dead. Makuta teleports her out of there.
Yeah, surprise! Makuta's free again. Also, here's Terry. Well, that'll be explained some other time later. We'll explain what that means.
Just know that on Metro Nui, Terry Bomba was a talk show host.
Sorry, I've been interrupting so much. Just want to apologize for that.
It's all right. It's all right. We
like
just
I said in the DMs, this is like my guilty pleasure year.
Right.
So.
Well.
Yeah. Same. I like it too.
We'll like gush about like we could talk more about 2005, but right now we're gonna finish going through the main story because believe it or not, there's still more. Even though we're at the climax of Web of Shadows, there's still more to talk about. Because of course.
Let me guess. More side quests.
Kind of.
No. This one's pretty important.
We'll get to it though. We'll get to it. Alright, so anyways, Terry here, aka Makuta, he's free. Surprise! I live! So yeah.
Vakama isn't worried though. Having learned his lesson, he promises to defeat Makuta again in the future if he needs to. Katanga, believing the Hordika are now worthy, cures them and refers them back to Toa Metru. Matau is very happy about this. Now back to normal, the Toa Metru journey off with the Toran in the airships to the island and above the city where they'll be safe. And the Rahaka choose to stay behind with Katangu to help recontain the Rahi and repair the damage to the city. Thus the day is saved and then ends the journey of the Toa, leading back to the ending of Legends of Metru, where the Toran on the island Ma Nui and the Toa Metru become Toraga. The story is over now.
I do have a question. So at the beginning, the Rahaga said that one of the reasons they came to Metro Nui was to find this person.
Yes.
Why hasn't they get reversed?
I said they can't do it.
They can. Kitoku can help them. He literally said, they asked him, hey, since you can cure the Toa, can you do the same to us? And he literally went, No. Oh. Well, that's a shame. Yeah, sucks to be you.
Well, to be fair, the explanation
He
is
probably-
that
They didn't get mutated. They got mutated by Rudaka, not the Vizirac. So
it was her Rotuka spinner that mutated them, so he doesn't. It's like how a surgeon, like a eye surgeon, knows how to surgically fix an eye, but he can't a heart. It's that deal.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's
It'd
why.
be funny if he knew how to, but he chooses not to,
That would be funny.
just to be a dick.
Yes, that would be funny. Well, you could have cured us this whole time? Yep. Well, why didn't you? Because I hate you. Oh. But anyways, also Mattel's very happy about, being a Toa Metro again. Ah, yeah! Ha! I'm a beautiful Toa hero self again! Nice.
10 seconds later, he's now Toraga.
I love this artwork, Rudanka. Thank you very much. But we'll get to the whole Toraga stuff. So yeah, so the story's over now, and now we could go back to the ending of Legends of Metro Nui, where they become the Toragan stuff. No.
remember the Vahi back in the ocean? How did Tahu get the thing if it was underwater?
A Mask of Time.
So, yeah.
There's one more story left.
Yeah, time to explain how they got them back. So on the way to Adanui, Vakama goes on a quest to retrieve the Mask of Time from the bottom of the Silver Sea. This story made Vakama cool again. So he dives into the sea and spots the Vahi. It was partially buried under sand, but was cracked. The damage to the mask was leaking time energy, and left unchecked would be cataclysmic. So using a pinpoint aim accuracy, he uses his fire ability to repair the mask with a beam of fire. And before Vakama could resurface, a spout of water launches him out of the sea, crashing into a pair of rocks where a mysterious figure takes the Vahi from his hands. When Vakama wakes up, he's a Matoran again.
What? That's right. Bionicle Groundhog Day, let's go!
Vakama wakes up to see Metro Nui. He's actually fine, except for the Mobuzak, which is still around. The problem children, they're still relevant because apparently they're Toa and impose a strict martial law over Metro Nui. Vakama thinks the Vahi is behind this current situation and attempts to find out the fate of the other Toa Metro. Among them is Anwa is now a coward after being traumatized by a Baki attack, and Anwa was killed in a shoot accident. And Vakama decides to go into Makua's lair and find answers. He discovers that the creature that looks like a Krata, looks like the Krata and a Krata at least together, latches onto Vakama's mask and gives him a vision. It's not like, but it's a vision that he doesn't normally have, so it's different.
It's a different kind of vision.
Okay.
Vakama has a vision of Krakua, Toa's Sonics, who tells him that 6 Toa are going to embark on a quest into the darkest of places. And then the creature gets pulled off by Toraga Likan. Vakama feels that something is wrong and realizes all this is an illusion, and that Likan is actually Vakuda. And Vakuda wants to know where the Vahi is, and then Vakama reveals that Voparak, the mysterious being, has the Mask of Time.
This guy right here, this goober. Look at him. Look at this goober.
So the thing is, he was created essentially. Let's just say time is weird with him, considering he was designed to retrieve the Vahi whenever it was created, and then and also anything he can actually age anything he touches. So don't touch him.
Don't touch him. Yay!
And this was Vakama and Makuda work together to retrieve the Vahi, and they find themselves at the Drink Temple to find that Voparak has given the Mask of Time to the Shadowed One, leader of the Dark Hunters. I remember Nadiki and Cracker from last year? This is their boss. And he's here to find the Toa Metru to basically get revenge for the two's deaths. So what does this have to do with the Mask of Time? Voporak's loyal.
You just gave it to him because oh, this is a shadow one. Look at this goofy ass. Look at him. If I'm correct, all this is like fan designs that got like became official, right?
Not the Shadow one.
The Shadow one and Voporak were actually official Lego.
They're official.
But the other Dark Hunters, they were all fan designs that they made official.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Kitangu barges in like the Kool-Aid Man and starts fighting Makura.
So yeah.
Vakama then fights the Shadowed One's bodyguard, Sentrak, and the Great Temple explodes, and the Shadowed One restrains Vakama, telling him he will pay for the deaths of the Dark Hunters. Makura tries to make a deal with the Shadowed One, offering to trade Vakama for the Vahi, and the Shadowed One said no.
Also, this is Sentrak. Look at him. He's horrifying. God, he's horrifying to look at. It's like, ah!
Yeah, Sentrak is the official one.
And Vakama is still a Matoran, right?
No, he's a Toa. The whole
that was an illusion.
It was all an illusion.
Okay.
It was all a dream.
Okay.
Vakama frees himself and rats out that Makura was the one that actually killed Nadiki and Krukka, and then this causes the Shadowed One and the Makura to fight, and Shadowed One even destroying the Makura's wings. Also, Shadowed One declares that the Dark Hunters will go to war with the Brotherhood of Makura. Apparently, Makura has a brotherhood. We'll get to that. And Vakama takes the Mask of Time and attempts to escape using his disc launcher jetpack. However, the Shadowed One disintegrates the jetpack and sending Vakama falling into darkness. Shadowed One attempts to go after Vakama, but Makura throws him into Voporak, causing the Dark Hunter leader to age rapidly by several thousand years, barely escaping with his life.
You know that scene from Indiana Jones 3 when the guy chose the wrong child? It's like, oh, that's pretty much what's happening to him.
Except not too bad.
Yeah, well, because he made it out
for
alive.
millions of years anyway, so
He made it out alive though, unlike the guy from Indiana Jones 3. So.
Vakama wakes up to find himself in the lair of the Karzani plant. Turns out it's still alive.
Yay!
And he recruited from Amiru and was actually helping Makura with the Mokuzak part of the illusion. It's all Vakama that there was nothing he can do. Vakama, he thinks isn't destined to be a Toa and can't face Makura. Yeah, he's at a low point again, but we'll get to that. It's short-lived. Vakama still has one question left unanswered. Why did Lee Khan choose him? And Karzani reveals the truth.
And Vakama, you shouldn't think lowly of yourself. Remember what happened last time? You started
It's very short-lived. It's very short-lived because
plot twist.
It turns out Vakama and the Toa Metru were destined to become the Toa.
What?
So Manui thought Makura would try to do was trickery, so he pulled an Uno reverse card on him. It tricked Makura into thinking that the problem children, Matoran, were the ones destined to be Toa. Makura, believing this lie, then tricked Lee Khan into thinking that Vakama and his team were destined, believing that they would be failures. When reality, Manui counted on Makura, tricking Lee Khan into choosing the actual Toa that were destined. This is some 5D shit, 5D chess shit going on here. And Vakama asks what about the disc and the other evidence, to which Karzani reveals there's a group of people that exist to ensure the will of Manui. And one of those people told Karzani all of this. Makura then barges in like the Kool-Aid Man, destroys Karzani for real.
So, yeah.
Matanui goes up to our characters and drives them around, and he goes up to and he shows them the problem children, and he's like, look at them, they look beautiful, and therefore they will grow up to have no character at all. And then he shows them the shows them some good characters. And like, look at them, they're ugly, and they will grow up to have character. And then the good characters go and try to blow up school.
So basically, the Toa Metro we know, they were supposed to become Toa, but then Makuta would do everything in his power to make sure they wouldn't become Toa. So Matanui was like, all right, how about this, Makuta? The destined Toa are the problem children, and Makuta's like, oh, so they're the Toa that are supposed to, destined to beat me, huh? Well, then how about this, Matanui? Fuck you! I'm gonna trick Leekon into giving the Toa stones to the wrong people. Ha! Take that, brother. And Matanui's like, you fool! You didn't actually notice? Yeah.
Chance, look in the back room.
Look in the back room. Oh,
this is the problem when you're having to write deities and prophecies, because they'll always end up doing 5D chess moves on everyone.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kudanka. I love this. Oh yeah!
Manui basically went to Vakama. Alas, the pawns go first.
Matanui literally told Lee Khan, "Hun, not yet. In a game of chess, you can never let your adversaries see your pieces. Checkmate." Ugh.
So it's like the Order Yui is like the more morally light.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
But yeah, there we go. Thank you so much, Kudanka. Kool-Aid Man Kutanku. Oh yeah! Kitonku. That implies that Kitonku would be against gay marriage. Oh yeah! No. No.
Anyway.
Alright. So, there we go. So.
Makuta chases Vakama around Scooby-Doo style to get the Bahi, and gets cornered into an old factory. Vakama decides, all right, I can't let Makuta have the Bahi, so I'm going to fucking destroy it. And doing so would actually destroy time itself, and that's horrifying because Vakama's not bluffing. He would destroy the fabric of reality itself if it means Makuta won't be able to control it. And Makuta, scared shitless, but is not willing to admit that he's scared shitless, decides to make a deal with Vakama. That's right. He got essentially the devil to make a deal with him.
I just want to say, death to the false emperor. Death to the slaves of the corpse god.
Thank you, Master. So yeah, it's that scene from Guardians of the Galaxy. He was like one more step and a little weird thing is it? Let's not be rash. that's what's going on. One more step and the Vahi, and I destroy the Vahi. Let's not be rash.
Don't be rash.
Blood for the blood god, James. Blood for the blood god. So yeah.
But seriously though, that was some very chaosy shit.
Mm.
And so the deal that so Makuta and Vakama have the deal that for 1 year, Vakama, the other Toa, and the Matorn are able to settle into their new homes without him interfering if Kuta is allowed to leave without reality being destroyed. And Vakama agreed to those terms as long as Makuta would also leave Kitangu, the Rahaga, and wherever Duma is alone as well. And so the deal was made.
The deal. Good job, Vakama. I, Taraka Duma, do approve of this move. Makuta, you're fired.
So yay!
And so Vakama leaves Makuta, reuniting with the Toa Metro, and leaves for his new home. Makuta finds Akumu's Matoran sphere because they couldn't find him, and Makuta starts gaslighting Akumu. into believing that that Makuta is good, the Toa are evil, and that they became that Akmu was destined to be Toa, but they took his destiny from him, and it all comes. And so now Akmu now works for Makuta. And it all comes full circle now with Akmu in 2001 poisoning Matoran.
Because he's a dick.
Anyway, now we're back to the actual ending of Legends of Metro Nui.
Yeah!
And I am assuming that is not the end of all the story of the year.
That's it.
We're actually at the end now. That was the last story.
Wait, what? Wait.
So the
no
last
other weird tangents.
Nope. We are at the end of we're at the end of 2005 now. All going back to the ending of Legends of Metro Nui. Hooray! So we cut to the present day.
And so Vakana finishes telling this story to everyone. Everyone's kind of not sure how to feel about the whole thing. And as they approach Metro Nui, they find the Rahaga and Turaga Duma waiting for them. And with the Makuta destroyed, there can finally be peace.
For 5 minutes.
For 5 minutes. Yo. See you next time, like 10 years, because it takes a while to do all this. It takes a while to do all this stuff. But yeah. Yo, next time when we continue the actual Bionicle 101 series, yo. Dun 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 dun.
Yo, a pirate's life for me.
No, that's not the right song. Come on, you know it. Dun 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 dun. Come on, you know, sing with me. Yo. I say yo, and you say?
Paraka.
Yeah.
Yeah, not got it.
Not nice. You know what? Gosh, you know what I'm thinking about now, though? Now, when is that guy gonna continue doing the fucking Bionicle Pirate story? You can't just end it off like that with Yo Paraka and just leave it there. It's been 2 years.
Well, he's currently on vacation with his girlfriend, so there's that.
Never mind then. Be happy. Be happy, man. You be with your girlfriend. Never mind then. It's like, never mind. You be happy. I ain't gonna rush you. Be happy.
You know, I'm actually shocked. We had a full cast, and we're under 2 hours.
Yeah. Oh, hold on.
I think it kind of goes to show that this year is kind of like the filler year of Bionicle.
No, the filler year of Bionicle is the first half of 2003.
Hold on, real quick.
No.
We have one last piece of artwork made by our boy Gudanka. Thank you so much, Mr. Gudanka. Mr. Gudanka, have I met? I told you this already. You are a blessing to us all. This is beautiful. This is beautiful, Gudanka. Thank you so much.
So, this may be jumping a year in the future. But did the Turaga and the Toa, did they know about the Nika?
The Mask of Life, Nick?
We'll get to that.
Okay. Yay. The added deal.
So, I think they could have. I'm not sure if this was like last minute planning when they were writing out for this year, but I felt like you could have incorporated the whole side quest part to tie up loose ends to like force it to be prequel stuff better into the main story.
I think a lot of it is because, from what I understand, Bionicle was supposed to end in 2004. So when they decided the line was doing well in 2003, because they were planning the Ignition arc all the way back in like 2003, because the Lego plans their products years in advance. So they needed time to come up with the ignition arc, because originally they were wanting the ignition arc to be like a 6-year arc. Well, that requires a lot of time in planning and preparing for unforeseen events. So they made 2005 as sort of like this filler year to give them time to plan out the ignition arc, while also allowing like loose ends to be tied up from years before.
Plus, they made a lot of assets for Metro Nui, which shamed if it went all to waste for just a single year.
Exactly. And they needed, it was twofold. So the year definitely has a weird tone because of the circumstances in its production. So you get a lot of side quests, very weird writing decisions. The idea of Hordika Venom is like never brought up again in the story. The Visorak aren't even really a thing in years to come. They appear, but it's like
we'll get to that.
Nerfed. I won't spoil it, but they're heavily nerfed.
We'll get to that.
There's a lot of writing choices in this year that never show up again in later years. I think that's why I find it such a guilty pleasure. It's very weird. Like, there's elements that seem like it's a horror themed, Other times it seems like it's more of like tying up loose ends. Other times it feels like they're trying to ape Revenge of the Sith. The whole, a good guy turns evil, the chosen one, all that. It feels very, tonally weird. The fact that it is sort of darker than the previous year, but it's not as dark as the Ignition arc. It's sort of like in this weird, place and time. And a lot of people are kind of like take it or leave it. Some people like it. A lot of people don't. Others are in the middle. It's a very divisive year for a year that relatively not a lot of stuff happened in it, but what did happen was pretty divided. Vakama turning evil. I think it makes sense when you read all the events leading up to it, but a lot of people, including Greg Farsty, did not like that mandate from Lego for various reasons.
Gudunka says Greg wanted Matau to be evil.
Which I don't understand, because Matau might be vain, but he's not evil.
Yeah.
Plus, if he did turn evil, he'd have no reason to go back to being good. Vakama, the only reason why he quote-unquote turned evil was because he wanted to save the Mator, and he felt responsible, and if the Toa were all doing these side quests, he felt that he needs to be the one who does it, because if they're not going to do it, then he needs to step up. Then Rudaka gives him the offer that not only could he have an entire army, but the Matoran could be under his control. Ta Metro, can be his little kingdom, and everyone would bow to him. Because Vakama's mind's all twisted from the Hordika Venom on top of his guilt, she convinced him that this was going to help save the Matoran. And of course, Matau, realizing the heir, had to be the one to remind Vakama, the point of saving the Matoran, we have to work as a team, to do it. If Matau had turned evil, and this is where I highly disagree with Greg, he'd have everything he'd want. He'd have lead Metro, he'd have an entire army. All of the Toa would have been trained to be subservient to him. He would have no reason to be good. So, I do think that's one of the things where, in Greg's case, I can say that I'm glad that he didn't get his way. Because I feel like it would have been a lot harder and not as satisfying to have Matau get that arc,
This might be Chelsea. Well, Chelsea, no, we're done with recapping the story of Bionicle 1-1. We're just now, giving commentary on it now.
Yeah.
So we can take all the time we want now. We just had to get through the story. But now the story's been told, now we can talk as long as we want. So yeah. Dunk also says, you think people don't like it because the toys suck?
The toys, again, have that sort of filler quality because they aren't as they're not bad, but they're not as inspired as like
The Titans
the years
specifically
before
are
Everyone
lame?
Comes to.
People don't like the Titans, really? Okay, hold on, give me a second. Wait.
No, but the Titans are like one of the things that people like
see-
because of Rudaka. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because like, there's everyone.
Nuva
like
boobs.
Naka.
I don't know, Kitonga looks pretty cool.
Yeah,
One
I
of
mean, I
the
think like
picture
the
droids.
I was gonna be mad at Santa if he didn't get me Kitongu.
the canister sets aren't that great, but the Titans are. Weird.
And canister? Hold on, give me 1 minute. Give me a second. Let me just... I gotta fetch this out from like the bottom of a shelf underneath my desk because...
Also, we have to also point out that starting in 2005,
The fucking mace is in the way. Oh,
dude,
damn it, Miko.
I think it's
This is why you died on Mars. Because your big fucking mace was in the way. He was like, hey, Orga, yeah, you're smart. Oh, okay, whatever. That's my red. I got him. Okay, alright. I just did all that because I need to grab Vakama out from her. Why is his disc missing? No!
now you know the pain of not having a secure Rotuka spinner.
Oh my gosh, no! His Rutuka's
Like I
missing.
said, they disappear into the void.
I literally just grabbed him from the shop. Oh. Vakama.
Like I said,
I would say this
You're
as a
void.
kid who was into like Bionicles in terms of the toys, not so much the lore. Yeah, this was a year that was skipped.
I will also say this, in relation to sets. To preface this, the year before, LEGO introduced Knight's Kingdom 2. And that was meant to be sort of like a Bionicle sort of inspired, like, reimagining of their casting. There's 4 heroes trying to save the king and their kingdom from the evil Knight Vladik. The evil wizard Vladik. And so the thing was with these sets was that they were like construction figures that use like ball and socket joints from Galador, but mixed with like Lego bricks.
What's it called?
They also released
What's this?
Knight's Kingdom 2, and they also released sets that were play sets that use regular minifigures, but with like castles and things like that. And apparently that did well enough to bridge the gap between like construction fans and regular brick fans. And then it led to LEGO deciding we can try that with Bionicles. So 2005 and up to 2007, they made Bionicle play sets that basically... And the play sets are weird because there are some, like, for one thing, the play sets give us the Kagurok as an actual set. It's just a regular Visorak with like gold and blue. It's regular set, but in the context of the set, because they have little minifigure statues of the Hordika and regular Visorak, it's meant to be giant sized. There's also the Tower of Toa, which has like a giant like Lacan mask on it. And there's another one that's just like Taraga Duke. There's also a large Visorak ram that has like carries Visorak into battle. That actually appears in one of the comics where the Matau and Okama basically try to like hijack one and things kind of go awry. The problem with these system sets is that they were designed by the construction team, and back then there wasn't a lot of overlap between the two like divisions in LEGO. So there's like a lot of like illegal building techniques in those play system sets, and they aren't the same level of durability in terms of play as the regular. Plus, they didn't release the proper quote-unquote Bionicle minifigures until the next year. So we're stuck with little like chess statues that can carry staves. They're not that fun.
Kagurok has an actual thorax here.
Yeah, but there's another one that's just the 2005 Visorak body. The one you're thinking is the thorax is the one with the gold Krakan that everyone goes gaga over on the aftermarket.
Yeah.
Originally, the Kagurok was supposed to have Kitungu Because originally they wanted to make Kitungu a giant. But Lego was like,
I mean, he is
nah,
pretty big already.
I mean, more of a giant thing he already is.
they wanted to make him like Godzilla sized or Ultraman sized.
Metroplex.
Ah,
And,
okay.
and they were saying that, nah, that's a little too much, so let's just scale him down. And they replaced him with the Cogrock in this set. It was an attempt by Lego to sort of quell one of the complaints from AFALs that, oh, this is replacing classic system. Bionicle's gonna kill Lego. Obviously it didn't. But the attempt to try to bridge the gap between construction and system fans, which started in Knight's Kingdom 2, was put into Bionicle as well. So that's one of the more interesting parts that isn't talked about much because the play sets were kind of just there. Like, yeah, there was a commercial for them, but the commercial made it out to be a lot cooler than it actually was. So it's sort of like they're there, you know, and a lot of them are canon as far as I know. They're just locations in Metro Nui, but it's like, you know, you could go without your entire life owning them and not miss anything. Except maybe the Gulker Khan and the Redeco Visorak as a Cogrock, but, you know.
Sets get much better next year, Gudanka.
Yeah, the playsets next year are freaking amazing. I say that as having a lot of them as a kid. They are lit.
Duncan says also he thinks the heroes are kind of bad this year, set-wise. They're all like clone sets.
To be fair though, the Toa Metru the previous year were also clone sets, but I think the complaint of the Hordika is that my complaint with them is that they don't go all the way with like the, because they try to make them asymmetrical, right? So they have the one arm that's the spinning arm, but their leg, and they have the regular Mata arm, but their legs are fine. I would have done it so their legs are also misshapen. If they're trying to go with like the mutated aesthetic, it's like, why couldn't they have like made their left leg like asymmetrical as well?
Probably.
So it kind of offsets the.
I don't know what was going on behind the design. I'm going to make a guess, probably because they felt like, with how they are right now, they will still resemble, I guess, like heroes for like the kids. Like they would go, oh, like yeah, they're like weird, but you know, like, hey, they're still heroes. They're still the good guys.
I would have, honestly, if I was designing, I would have just given them a second, like, gear arm. Personally. I know that would have made it not asymmetrical, but it's like, I think the asymmetrical part of it is why they're not very appealing sets. It's because they didn't go all in with the asymmetrical bit. If it was symmetrical, it would still be kind of like clone sets, but it would tie in better with like the Metru because they also had spinning gear arms.
I think so. I don't really care about like clone sets. I think for me, I think this is the. Well, hold on, wait, Nick. This is the year. This is the year that like has like the last time we have gear functions till G2, right?
Yeah, it is.
So
unless you keep the gear functions in the system sets, well, that's also it.
Well, I'm talking about like just the figures themselves. So. Oh, thank you, Nick. I think also like the gear function here could have been probably better. I mean, I kind of dig it. You know, like it's like I'm playing with Vakam right now, so I can still control the gears. That way he could go like whap whap with his big arm. Take that! Ha ha ha! Rutaka spinners, they're neat in concept. I don't know. They would definitely get like better like weapons. I don't know. I think disc launchers were better than like the Ripcord like Rutaka spinner. And also it doesn't help that like the Rutaka they don't really stick. They don't really stick. Ratuka. They don't really stay. So yeah. So there is that. Like the disc launchers and then you get like the next year you get like the Zamor spheres. So there is that as well, but that wasn't as stable either. But like, I think really the best weapons
come like around like 2007 with Kordak blasters, and then 2008 with what
it was basically just silver Zamors basically.
no,
And the Ninra Ghost Blaster as well.
What was the weapon the Fantoka had, Nick?
Mythic Sky Blasters.
Mythic Sky
Which are
Blasters.
basically just fully enclosed Zamors, basically.
Yeah, but still though.
They're cool. I'm not saying I actually prefer them over the regular Zamors because they're more secure.
I think the Hortika, like, I don't think it was really the design that gets me. I think it's more just like, well, I mean, yes, we're still talking design, but like, other than like appearance, I think also like the gear function probably could have been better. The Toa Metro in general, though, they were some like the best sets, honestly, from G1, because now not only do you have fully like articulated limbs going on, but now you also have the Toa Nuva's dual gear function going on at the same time. So you like it really ups the what you can do when it comes to playability.
So I have to go to bed.
All right.
So,
have a good night.
have a good night, guys.
Have a good night, Ninjato. I honestly think like when it comes to like figures, I think honestly not just appearance wise, but I think the best that the Toa would get after Toa Metro wouldn't come until G2, the Toa Masters.
I think that makes sense, but you have to also remember, but Toa Masters were like the result of like years of like practice for.
Yes, I understand that. But like no, but like others, but let's not say like everyone else after this year is they're lame. Like Toa and Nika, they're pretty cool too, but I think also like for example like the Toa and Nika, even though they sacrifice the gear function, this is when you start getting Bionicle figures that can really go all out when it comes to articulation. So there is that. Gudonka says they should all be different kinds of the form, like the Baraki. Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, that's probably...
They could have, but the problem is, it kind of goes back into what you were saying about them trying to keep them looking heroic. It'd be a lot harder to, like, make them... Like, they went, like, different kinds of mutations. Like, one of them, I'll say when Numa became four-legged or something. Like, it's like...
What you need to do is just give them a different theme. Like, Matau, make him bird-like. Nokama, make her, like dolphin-like.
They tried, sorta, with, like, the head designs. Like, Nokama looks kind of like a fish.
Because the whole point was, even though their masks are looking kind of weird, it's still supposed to still kind of resemble their Toa Metro masks.
Well, also keeping like a sort of like an animal look. Like Nokama's version of her mask kind of looks like a fish head almost, the way it's sort of like shaped. And you have like, Anawa looking more like a bear, like kind of like the Kikanawa, which are sort of like kangaroos mixed with bears in Eastern Toa Metro. The Kikanawa from Toa Metro. So they tried, but I don't think they went all the way with it.
Maybe not so much the mask. Maybe like when it comes to like the bodies, they could have done more like.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, like Nokama, give her like fins. Or. I think also like this whole design. I think also like when it comes to like different like unique designs, also like, I think maybe like honestly now I was thinking maybe it's something like the Toa Mari. So like for example like the Toa Mari, how like. They're pretty unique, like how like Holly, she's got like the water wings going on, and then like Huki looks his whole thing like his whole like mask and stuff kind of looks like it's like this like big crab going on walking around. So like, or like something like that, like you can give Okama like wings, like little fins, Matau.
That does remind me of something, because I don't want to get too ahead 2007, but the Toa Mari are also supposed to be mutated.
Yeah.
I feel like the Toa Mari were sort of like Lego's response to like not going with all within with the mutated stick with the Hortika. Like it feels like they realized, you know what? If we're gonna turn them into like more like monstrous like characters, because again they got turned into, you know, if the Baraki got mutated into monsters, well, so did they. Went more. I feel like they committed more to the aesthetic with the Mari, and I feel like that was sort of Lego's way of trying to like redo the Hordika almost.
Oh, this is damn cool design here. Nice. That's a damn good redesign. Oh shit, look at that! Damn! Damn, boy! Nice.
They really like made her like ethereal with those wings.
Well, cause like this water is Holly's element. This is she's in her element here, literally. So like,
I think that that pretty much brings us to a close.
Yeah,
pretty much. But
well,
like,
there wasn't really a lot to talk about this year, I don't think.
I guess I could show like some of the Dark Hunter designs still, because like some of these things.
Chance, if we do decide to continue Bionicle 101, the Dark Hunters would probably get their own episode.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, better, yeah, we can do like sort of Bionicle lore, like 101 episodes where it's like they talk about different aspects of like stuff that wouldn't really fit into like.
Yeah, the whole idea is that after the years, I would have talked about the
Dark Hunters.
Like, yeah,
Dark Hunters and the Rocky that are like, you know, a lot of the fan contest stuff. I think there could be like separate like Bionicle 101 videos that are not related to the yearly arcs, but like discussing a lot of like this sort of stuff, like all of like the characters created for contests, like the Rocky or the Dark Hunters, or maybe even discussing some of the more obscure stories. Because, you know, the serials have, there's a lot of serial. Man, someone really loved their slicer pieces, didn't they?
Look at this guy. Eliminate. Here you go, Kudunka. Eliminator.
This guy killed 90% of the
Did they give him pupils? Well, look closer at his like little Krana. It looks like they gave him pupils.
Huh. It's probably just a
like
lighting.
in between. It probably is, but it's so it makes it really creepy. I mean, it fits. I'm just saying, like, I never noticed that till now. It's like little red slit eyes.
Also, while Rudaka had tits, this guy's got pecs.
Yeah, people. I will say that some of the Dark Hunter like designs in the I know Duck Bricks did a whole video where he built some of them, and
cool.
And I learned more about them. It turns out when Lego did the photos building these, some of them were actually done wrong. Oh, yeah. Devastator was a weird one because that was a fan-made Dark Hunter that was made after the contest, a couple years after the contest. So it's like they showed him in a magazine, and I guess liked the submission enough that they put it in there and said, "Hey, this is it's weird."
Anyway, I think we're completely off topic from 2005 now, so we should probably just end it now.
Alright.
Yeah, it's thanks for having me on. Sorry that I was sort of like.
No, it's fine. It's fine, man. It's fine.
I get very excited about this.
I know.
We
get excited as well, but like, it's a lot to talk about. That's all. But yes. So there we go. So that pretty much wraps up this year's Bionicle 101. Like I said, next year, most likely for Bionicle Day, you're just gonna see me just take these streams and just re-edit them to like proper videos. So there we go. While I go watch the official Bionicle, not official, but the official, unofficial Bionicle Day stream. Which, are they still alive?
I don't think they are.
They're not. They're not.
But there is day 2 tomorrow, though.
Yeah, there is day 2.
There is day 2 tomorrow. Actually, give me a second. Let me pull them up.
Let me pull.
Technically, it shouldn't even be Bionicle Day. It's technically Bionicle Days. Because think about it. In the European calendar, October 8th would be written as 8/10.
Here we go. Look at that.
What'd you send me, anime guy?
Here we go. Look at this. So here we go. So you could check out Bionicle. So tomorrow you could check out the Bionicle Day 2 stream on these guys. Check them out. They're really cool. So yeah. Yeah, this is Can I just say I like Bionicle? I like Bionicle so much.
See, I mean, it's sort of the thing that ties a lot of us 2000s kids together. So.
Oh, I still need to watch the Mask of Power demo that was revealed today. I still need to watch that.
I still need to see it. Yeah, I still need to. I want to get that when it comes out.
There's actually a lot of stuff from the stream I need to catch up on.
So, James, I just sent you the schedule.
All right. Oh, the schedule? Okay. Let me see here. All right, so this is the schedule for our Bionicle Day tomorrow, people. So, so Day 2.
Oh God, the Shadows 1/1 trip is going to be really tough.
That's
considering
that's right.
Because he passed away earlier this year.
That's right. So there is that.
That one's gonna be kind of difficult.
Well, we'll make it through. So then we got the Bionicle Tree Hut 2023. So this is going to be a demo for a couple other games like Quest for the Mask Recharge, as well as Rising Shadow and Hidden Light. So there we go. And then
just one thing. Rising Shadow and Hidden Light is the expansion pack for Quest for the Mask Recharge.
Ah, okay. And then also we got and then we get some, cutscenes from Bionicle the game. So yeah, then we get some stop motion stuff, and then we get like a little backstory of Bionicle and all that, and then some more stuff, and the Legacy of Mask of Light. Holy shit, a video essay on Mask of Light. Oh, okay. All right then. Oh, I was able to catch today the Bionicle the game retrospective, which is funny considering I played that yesterday. And then we got some Project Matanui Rising stuff, and then more Bionicle game stuff.
Actually, that's different. It's Bionicle the game show. It's a game show.
Oh, okay. And then Biological Chronic update, and then a video about the marketing of Bionicle, and then yeah, and some more intermissions. And then Red Star game announcements. Delivers a Doranai Nui and Baranai Nui, so there is that, and that'll be taking up the last of the stuff. So yeah, nice. But yeah, I need to rewatch today's one for the Mask of Power demo. All right, so there we go. So this is that's the schedule for tomorrow, and then I put a link to their stream tomorrow, so you could check that out as well. So yeah, all right. So with that said, then we will be calling Bionicle 101 here. So thank you everyone who came. Thank you everyone who is watching on the replays, etc. And until then, enjoy the rest of Bionicle week. Good night.
We have the means, the understanding, the technology to allow spiders to talk with cats.